Hi guys, join me as we draft this funnel corset. Some persons call it Elizabethan corset. I'll be using my liquid Mikado, my Damax, alright, and my nets. Two nets and my normal nets, alright. So now this is wording. Let's get started. So I've gone ahead to draw my horizontal lines, my shoulder to my chest line to my bust point. Alright, bust point to my under bust, shoulder to waist, then waist to full length. Alright, so now go ahead and take my shoulder measurement. I'll replicate same on my chest line, which is 8.5 inches. I'll mark it like so, then I'll roll a straight line, then take 1 inch for my shoulder slope. The neckline is 4 inches by 3 inches. Alright, so I'm going to be using my French curve to curve the neckline. Alright, the next thing I'm going to be doing, I am going to be taking my bust span measurement. My bust span measurement is 4.5. Alright, so I'll take it down like so. Then I'll rule a straight line. Where I have my under bust, if you're a plus size person just like me, so I'm just labeling the line: shoulder, chest line, bust point, under bust, waist, and of course full length. Alright. So if you are a plus size person, your busty, you take 1.5 inch from both sides. If you're not, 1 inch is fine. So I've gone ahead to take 1.5 inch on both sides. Alright. I'll take 1.5 inch down to where I have my full length. Then I'm going to be drawing the lines down. Alright, as you can see. Alright, so after that, I'm going to be using my French curve to curve it like so to meet the bust point. Alright. It's not meeting the chest line, please. The bust point. Alright. Hope I'm understood. So you curve it like so. Alright. After which I'm going to be drawing my shoulder slope. Alright. I'll take the mid of my shoulder slope, the mid of my armhole, sorry. Alright, then the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm just using marker to make the lines visible. Alright, so I'm going to be attaching a yoke. Alright. I'm going to be attaching a yoke, and I'm busty. I don't want my bust to show, so I took just 5 inches. But if you want to do, you can take 6 or 7 inches. Alright. 5 inches is really high because I don't want my bust to show. I'm busty. But you can bring yours down, please. Alright. You can bring yours down if you want to. Alright. So remember 5 inches from the shoulder. Alright. So I've gone ahead to extend my bust span measurement, and I've taken 1 inch on both sides. Alright. You could take 1 inch by 1.5 inch depending on your preference. I think I took 1.5 inch by 1 inch. Alright. Depending on your preference. You could take 1 inch by 1 inch, 1 inch by half inch, depending on what you want, okay? Alright. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be drawing my sweetheart neckline. I came down by 1 inch. Alright, remember I told you you can come down by more than 5 inch because I'm bossy. I just came down by 5 inch for the for my yoke. Alright, so now I've gone ahead to take my bust measurement. I'll go ahead and curve my armhole like so, then I'll be curving it in. Alright, as you can see. Now there's no need of adding too much seam allowance here. I'm just adding 1 inch for seam allowance. Alright, alright. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take my bust measurement divided by 4 plus my seam allowance, waist measurement divided by 4 plus my seam allowance down. Please be sure to replace the measurement you took from the bust that and the waist that under bust that, please be sure to replace the measurement so that you can wear your corsets. All right. So I'm going to be coming up by 2 inches where I have my full length. Then I'll be curving it with my French curve like so. My pattern master. I'll be curving it in to meet where I have my bust span measurement. All right. Hope I'm understood. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll go ahead and label. This is the yoke. All right. Now to get your bust dart is usually your front minus your back. You know the back is usually shorter than the front, so it's just 1 inch difference, 1.5 inch difference thereabouts. So I'm going to come down from the bust point, like you see. I'll roll it down to marry the bust span measurement there. Just 1.5 inch, okay. So now go ahead and divide the waist measurement into two. What I have, I'll mark it like so. Then I'll go in by half an inch for both sides, just for the waist tightening. All right, just to cinch your waist. All right, the dart is just going to be on the waist. All right, I just took 1 inch, half an inch on both sides. That's making it 1 inch. All right, as you can see. Please watch closely. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, so this is basically it for the front. I think I'm going to be coming up by half an inch because of this bust that we have. When I close it, there's going to be a little tilt, so I just had to come up. When I closed it, I had a little tilt. I had to come up by half an inch, and I had to adjust the armhole. All right. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, I am going to be cutting. I've gone ahead to cut. Remember, is a funnel corset. What we are going to be doing now, we have to draft another for the over bust. All right. All right. Before that, we have to map out where the funnel is going to start from, and of course, demarcating where the over bust is going to start from. So for my bust point, I drew it to my armhole. Then from my bust point here to my center front, I had to turn my ruler, flip it this way. Now note, you can do it depending on your choice. You could make it deep or you could make it just, normal. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. So what I'm going to be doing, I am going to be, now this is the that I was telling you about. I had to close it. Okay. So before I cut that other place, I've cut it already. What I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be placing this pattern on a fresh pattern paper in order for us to get the over bust. All right. Please, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you. To my subscribers, you rock. I say thank you. If you're new in this channel, you're welcome. All right, so I'll just go and map out from the under bust down to the up area. From the under bust like that, I'll draw it like so. As you can see, now this is for the over bust. All right. Now for the funnel area, I have to cut out this. All right. Hope it makes sense to you now. I'll cut this out. So this other one will serve as a replacement. The other one we just did. Alright, the overbust we just did. You see when I mesh them together. Okay. Hope it makes sense to you now. Now this is for the front pattern. Alright, so I've not cut the dart. I'll go ahead and flip it open. Alright. Not cut the waist dart where we are going to be doing our cinching. To make it a bit cinched. Alright. So now this is basically for the front. Excuse me, please. So we're gonna be cutting for the back. All right. So for the back, I've gone ahead to mark same measurement I had, shoulder to chest line, all right, shoulder to bust point, shoulder to under bust, and shoulder to waist, finally shoulder to full length, all right. As you can see, I've gone ahead to take my bust span measurement, all right. Then on the waistline, I came out by half an inch, all right. I divided the waist into two again, like we did for the front. I came out by half an inch like so. Then I drew the lines. Hope I'm understood. Alright. So now I'm drawing the line to where I have my bust line at the back. Just watch closely. It's not much of a task. Alright. Alright, so like I told you, I divided the waist into two again and took half an inch on both sides. So I took my measurements, my bust bear by 4, 1 inch seam allowance, same with my underbust, same with my waist and the full length. Alright. So I'm drawing the where I took my darts now. I think it's understandable like this. It's clear. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it on the comment section. Alright. Alright. So we're not going to be tampering with this bar because we took 1.5 inch for the bust pan, the bust dart, sorry to say, the bust dart for the front. All right, then we came up by half an inch for the front on the armhole area when we closed the dart. So this one we're going to be leaving it like so. I'm drawing my armhole now. All right. All right, so I'm drawing my shoulder and of course the neckline. All right. Remember it's 4 inches by 3 inches, okay? 4 inches by 3 inches. All right, now I'm going to be taking as in separating the yoke from the bodies. All right, so I'm going to be taking from where I have my armhole, all right, down like so. The back yoke is going to be deeper than the front. All right, like I told you, I'm busted. That's on my front. I didn't make it deep, but you can make yours deep depending on your preference. So this is the back yoke. Always remember to label your patterns, please, in order not to make mistakes. All right. Now I want something like a keyhole at the back. I'll go and come down by 1.5 inch. You can come down by 2 inches depending on your preference. I came down by 1.5 inch. All right. I'm just mapping shoulders. All right. So from this line, I'm going to be using my French curve to marry it to where I have my bust span measurements. As you can see, it's going to meet with the bust span measurements. All right. So I'll go ahead and label it so I'll know where I'm going to join it from. All right. I'm just labeling it because at times when you cut all this fabric, you might be confused if you don't label. All right. So be sure to label it. Now for the where I'm going to have my eyelets, I'm going to be coming in by 1 inch. You can come in by 2 inch. You can come in by 2.5. What depending on what you want. But I just took, I think 1.5 inch. I took 1.5 inch. All right. Then this is where we're going to be having our eyelets. That 1.5 inch I took inwardly, I will cut it out. It's not going to be part of the pattern. All right. Good. So now I'm going to be cutting. Please be sure to label your patterns. All right. Be sure to label it. All right. Sorry, I didn't come up by 2 inch here. I'll be coming up by 2 inch. Sorry, please. All right. So I'll go ahead and label it. All right. That's the side back, center back, and this is where you're going to be having the eyelets. All right. Be sure to map out your joinings where you have your joinings on your waist or your under bust. So when you're joining, you don't mix it. All right. So I'll go ahead and cut. Now you can use these patterns to cut on your fabrics. Please be sure to iron and stay to your fabric and your lining before cutting out your patterns. That way it's going to be easier for you, okay? Alright, then you can add half an inch on the sides, alright? Be sure to add half an inch on your fabric when you're cutting, when you place your patterns on your fabric to cut, alright? Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.